All right, hey everybody, Thursday evening, busy day. Hope you were able to tune in at 7 o'clock on 21 WFMJ for our half-an-hour weather special about all the crazy weather we've had lately. If you did miss it and didn't DVR it or anything like that, you are going to be able to watch it online. It should be up on the website at some point this evening. I'm not sure when, probably fairly soon though. So if you missed our special, check it out on WFMJ.com this evening. Right before we did that at 7 o'clock, we had a rash of severe weather across the area on a day that severe weather was not all that likely, and I kind of suspect we had some microburst damage in parts of Mahoning County. A tornado did not occur, but I'm not going to be surprised if ultimately this is determined to be a downburst or a small downburst known as a microburst around Cornersburg and parts of the Boardman area as well. Well, what is a microburst? It's basically a rapidly descending plume of air coming out of the clouds. It hits the ground and then has to spread out in the horizontal in all directions, and sometimes these can pack quite a punch. Sometimes these can be as strong as low-end tornadoes. Some macrobursts, microbursts, downbursts, bursts of any kind can pack winds of 70, 80 miles per hour. I doubt the wind speeds were that high with this, but that is what I think occurred earlier on. These thunderstorms really picked up some juice as they rolled through the western and central parts of Mahoning County right around 5:30, 5:45 or so. And then they caused all sorts of problems with hail and some flooding over in Lawrence County in western PA. I want to show you the radar velocity data off the Pittsburgh radar right around the time of the problems in Mahoning County. And boy, the radar signature here is not very strong, but I kind of think this is our zone right here, where we had some strong winds, not a tornado, and the wind speeds shown on the radar aren't very impressive, but some of the videos and pictures I've seen of damage and whatnot, you know, this definitely meant some business when it rolled through. It just was not a particularly impressive looking signature on the radar. We sure did get a lot of rain that we didn't need around the Boardman area, Cornersburg, just east of Canfield. Canfield proper actually didn't see a lot of rain out of this, but Boardman to Cornersburg, south side of Youngstown, over to Struthers and Poland, locally 3/4 of an inch to an inch, even a little more. Over in Lawrence County, now some of these radar estimates are probably contaminated a little bit by some hail that occurred earlier, but not going to be surprised if some places picked up between 1 inch and 2 inches of rain earlier on this evening, hence the flash flood warning. These were big hail producers, especially near the Ohio-PA state line. Real small pea-size hail in Mahoning County, but then when it got over towards the state line, probably at least quarter-size hail occurred with this in extreme eastern Mahoning and extreme western Lawrence County earlier on. The other story today, boy, was it hot, and temperatures did overachieve a little bit today. It did get to 90 this afternoon at 3:26 at the airport, our first 90-degree temperature of the year, and actually our hottest temperature since last summer, September the 5th. Technically, that's meteorological fall, but astronomical summer still, September 5th. So, yeah, it's been a long time either way since we've had a day that was as hot as today, and with the humidity, it felt even hotter. All right, as we go forward, not much is going to change. If you don't like heat and humidity, well, you're not going to like our forecast, but hey, it's summer. This is going to happen. Now, the rain chances on Friday, I think, are lower than today. I can't totally rule it out. I've removed the chance from our official forecast that you're going to see on the website, on the apps. The 7-day I put on TV had no chance of precipitation on Friday. A 5 to 10% chance of a renegade isolated shower or a thunder shower. I can't totally rule that out, but it's such a small chance it wasn't worth to me putting in the forecast. If you have outdoor plans on Friday, just plan on a hot and humid day, and it should be dry just about everywhere, with a very weak front sliding in on Saturday. Might be a shower or a storm in the afternoon. Chances are probably a little higher than they are tomorrow, but still, in the grand scheme of things, it's not like it's a rainy day or anything, and Saturday will be another hot and humid one. I've also taken rain chances out of Sunday's forecast. At this point, it just looks like a generally dry, hot, and humid day. Speaking of hot and humid, I mean, here are the numbers. Next 7 days, summer is here, and it's going to be above average. Our averages, of course, peak in July. Our annual average high peaks at 82 here locally. That's as high as our average high gets. So each and every one of these numbers, even by early July standards, is pretty toasty, with a fair amount of humidity as well. And day 7 of our forecast is the 4th of July now. I don't see the 4th being any different at this point, a week out, than the next 6 or 7 days. Just pretty warm, pretty humid, chance of a shower or a thunderstorm probably mostly in the afternoon. Remember last year, it was really hot early July, including the 4th. We had a lot of 90s in early July. Last year, I doubt it's quite that hot, but not that far off. I mean, we're talking well up into the 80s for the next several days. Again, our weather special, new norm, question mark, should be online on WFMJ.com this evening before too much longer. So if you missed it or you'd want to watch it again, check it out there. And as always, thank you for checking out the Valley's most in-depth, detailed weather forecast. We call this video, of course, Weather for Weather Geeks.